And we are live.
We are live. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Lovely to see you.
Hello.
So this evening, we're really, really delighted. Joe and myself are delighted to have a very special guest, Louise from the Spirit of Hemp. Over to you, Joe.
Hi, Louise. Hi, Claire. Hi, everybody. Hello. This is amazing. 3 of us on screen. What can go wrong? Right. So basically, Spirit of Hemp. Spirit of Hemp is a brand that both Claire and I have used for a couple of years now. We are massive fans. We have a mass amount of respect for Louise. I think those of you that know myself or Claire will, one way or another, have some kind of connection with Spirit of Hemp, whether it be us just gibbering on about it or telling you the benefits or how it's made us feel, one way or another. And then I'm sure those people that know about it through us have spoken about it. So there's a chain reaction going on. And the reason why we wanted Lou to come on and have a chat is because of the benefits are like incredible from within to external. So skincare, topical, and edible, you know, like you can put a tincture under your tongue. So CBD, cannabinoid, it's derived from the cannabis plant, but it doesn't listen to me go, but it doesn't contain THC, so it doesn't have the psychotropic effect. Louise can delve into that later. I got into Spirit of Hemp because of my hormones. We've all been there. And due to my hormone problems, I got into a pickle, and I was recommended that I speak to this lovely girl down in Forest Row, and that was it. I've been ingesting the drops, and I've been using the products on my skin and my body, my face, my rest of my body ever since. And today's really special for us because both Claire and I have been trying out some new products that Lou has launched. And I think this could be the launch of the new products, which Lou will go into. And I guess it's time just to tell you my 2 favourite products so far. Is that okay, guys?
Yeah. Can you tell me a bit more about like what it did? Like you said, you got into a pickle with your hormones. How and what changed?
Right. So what changed? I turned into a different person 6-7 weeks down the line after taking the tincture.
Which one? The original?
The original. It was the original. And then I went into the intense. And I was calmer. I wasn't a snappy mummy. I wasn't a snappy wife. I wasn't angry as much. Yeah. And then I just felt this serenity come into my life, and I did feel that I relied on it, and I still do rely on it one way or another, whether it be internally or externally. It helped. I mean, gosh, there's so many benefits for me personally, but then so many for other people. It helped my headaches and migraines, sore, tired, aching muscles. So not only was it emotional, it's been an amazing a physical help as well. So much so I blurt on about it all the time to loads of people. But I can't like welcome it into a woman's life enough, or I can't push it into a female's life enough. It's renowned to help guys as well, because no matter what they tell you, they still have mood swings as if they have time in the month. And that's not pointed at anybody in particular. I just think that's a generalization of humans. We are all hormonal. So yeah, I mean, as far as that is concerned, it's been, CBD itself has been my saviour, but nothing quite touched the sides, if you like, until I tried Spirit Hemp in every way. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, you should thank for that.
Intros, don't we? That Claire wants to say about what's happening tonight, because we've got some giveaways and things. Do you want to?
Yeah, we do.
Tell people before we start chatting on too much about what we've got for them.
Yeah, we've got So thanks, Lou. We spoke to Lou. We were so excited that she wanted to join us, and not only joining us this evening, but obviously launching her new products called the Immune range within Spirit of Hemp. And because it's such a special evening, Spirit of Hemp and us, we are going to be giving away 4 products this evening. So 2 immune balm and 2 essential oils within the range too. And we also will be, so there's be 4 lucky winners. And we will also be announcing, and we'll be telling you about, we have a special discount, which is fantastic, which gives you discount until Thursday midnight.
Yeah.
To use our special code. And
so we're launching them here, aren't we? So for all your followers, and we've invited all of our followers as well.
Yeah.
So
literally,
everybody that's joined us tonight are going to get
on here. Yeah. Everyone's on here tonight. So your guests as well, Lou. Your guests as well from Spirit of Hemp, and your customers. So we are really, really privileged this evening to have you with us. So we need to obviously let you know about how you can win either the essential oil or the balm this evening, what you need to do. So if you do, what we'd like you to do is listen to about the products that Lou's going to describe about the 2 products this evening, so stay tuned. And then we want you to tell us which product you think you would love to try and why, and how you think you're going to use it. So that's how, and obviously if you have any friends that you think might benefit from any of these products or anything in the Spirit of Hemp range, get them to come and join us this evening, and stay tuned, and get them to come and see our live. And then regards to our discount, which we are going to be announcing throughout this evening, our special discount that you can use on the Spirit of Hemp website is Immune Live 25.
Remember that, guys.
Immune Live 25. So make a note, but obviously we will be re-announcing that throughout the evening. So yes.
And you need to go to spiritofhemp.com in order to use that at the checkout.
Yeah. So that's fantastic. So yeah, everyone's going to find out exactly what these 2 products are all about. And obviously back to Lou. I'm going to say back to you, Lou, because obviously we want to know all about the founder of Spirit of Hemp and how you came to develop your range and why, and then obviously then you can tell us a little bit more about your immune range.
Okay, so start with the normal oil. That's how I came. So for me, I came to Spirit of Hemp. I came to CBD oil originally because I was suffering from digestive IBS type problems, and for about 3 years. So for me, it came, what the trigger was after probably 3.5 years of breastfeeding, not sleeping, because my son woke up every 3 hours for 3 years, and that'll do it to you. So, and so I started to get digestive problems, and it was to the point where I couldn't eat a normal meal. I would throw up or have another problem straight after a meal, and I would cramp. Problems. Cramp on my lower right-hand side. So for me, I've got a delay. And so I got to the point where I was starting to live on protein shakes. I couldn't really digest anything. I tried lots of different diets. Nothing was kind of kicking in for me. And then I started to develop migraines, where I was getting them at least once a week, and it was very hard to function, and I just didn't have any energy, and I was not in a good state. So I tried CBD oil, and it was before it even became big here in the UK. So my first bottle actually came from the US, and this company didn't even post to the UK yet. So I called a friend in New York and had it sent to her, and then she posted it on to me. And I was a bit scared of the stigma that was attached to it as well. And I was like, oh, I'm going to tell my husband what I'm doing. My first drops. And from the very first dose, I had a normal bowel movement for the first time in over 3 years. And it was just like, oh, wow. And my migraines didn't disappear straight away. That took, I would say, for me personally, 8 months of taking it every day. My migraines became more spaced, and then they became less intense, and then for me they stopped. That was my journey. Other people say that it happens much faster for them, but that's how long it took for me. So that was my journey into CBD. And then I tried lots of different brands and quickly realized that they're not all created equal, and some of them actually didn't make me feel emotionally good at all. So it wasn't like your experience, Jo. I was like after some of them, or after some of them. And so I'd started researching more and more, and I realized the importance of it being organic, because hemp is a bioaccumulator, which means that it actually pulls the toxins out of the soil, so much so that at Chernobyl, they planted it to clean the soil after Chernobyl. It really cleans the soil. And hemp is a really fast-growing crop. So it's planted in about May and harvested late August, September. And so many different companies say it's grown without pesticides and herbicides and chemicals, which is fine. It doesn't need those, because it almost grows like a weed. It grows very fast and really well. But the point is, if it's not organic, very often, because it's such a fast crop, it can be other crops can be planted in the same soil in between, and they may not necessarily be clean. They may have been sprayed. So by the time you put the hemp in, it cleans. So it was really important to me that everything was certified organic, that was grown in certified organic soil. And I found even more research about the importance of terpenes. And terpenes are basically the smelly part of the plant. So what makes lemon smell like lemon, or lavender smell like lavender. And actually those two terpenes, limonene for lemon and linalool for lavender, those two also happen to be in the cannabis plant. But there's almost 200 terpenes in the cannabis plant. And when most CBD oil is made, not for any bad deliberate reason, but because the plant has to be dried in order to be processed to make the CBD oil, even in the best processing manner, it has to be dried, you lose up to 60% of the terpenes. And the terpenes, this is almost 60% of 200 compounds, really important compounds. So the terpenes don't only the smell of the plant, they can increase the bioavailability of the CBD, of the cannabinoids, and all the other cannabinoids. And it basically acts like a symphony. Some of them act on your mood. Some of them act on inflammation. They all have different things that they do. And when all these terpenes are present in an oil, it has a much more balanced effect, and thus it just works better. So the thing about spirit, the reason we call it is because of the research that I had by Dr. Ethan Russo. He wrote a paper, he wrote a few papers, but he wrote a paper especially about terpenes, and he called it the spirit of the plant. And he called it the quintessential fifth healing element of the plant. And so I made it my mission to source the terpenes that are fresh from fresh flowers, steam distilled, and goes back in with our mixture. And it's the formula just works so much better. And we have so many people just who have tried other oils, and they can even smell the difference. They feel the difference when they take it. And so that is the story of Spirit of Hemp. That's how it started.
Yeah, it's amazing actually. I'm glad you explained that, Louise, because I think a lot of people think, oh, CBD, that must mean, it's one of those areas you think, oh, I'm going to start laughing. Am I these happy drops? But it's not that at all. It's
not psychoactive at all. It's not addictive at all. Babies can take it.
Yeah.
Children
Children is so good for children. Exactly. And I think people need it's plant-based, and that's what we need.
Yeah. People say, am I going to get addicted? And I said, it doesn't work if I don't, I said, well, it doesn't work if you don't take it. And I kind of liken it to having your greens or taking your vegetables when I'm talking to people.
Absolutely.
It's easier to understand. It literally is a plant. It's a plant extract. And if you're sick and you have some greens, you can feel a little bit better. And if you only take it when you're sick, then you might get sick again because you haven't been having your greens. And if you take your have greens once a day, you might feel good. But if you have greens a few times a day with a few of your meals, you start to feel a whole lot healthier. I take my oil, I leave it in my toothbrush, and so I don't forget, and I take it morning and night. Some people take it more often. We always have one. I always have one in my handbag because you never know when you're going to need it. It helps for me in stressful situations, or especially in the beginning when my digestion was repairing itself. If I knew I was going to cheat and have a bit of a naughty meal, then I should take a bit more to mitigate my punishment from my digestion. So that's how it kind of works for me. Yeah.
So we've got before we go on, we've got quite a few lovely people joining us this evening. A few people are saying they can't hear and they're getting an echo. I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, I can't get any comments. I'm unable.
I have no comments. I can't see any. Oh no, I can see them. I can see the comments. All I can hear
should be all able to see them.
They go from all of us, or they go from me?
From all. You should be able to see the comments at the moment.
Everybody has it.
I don't know who they're from, but they're saying they've got a little bit of a difficulty in sound. So if anyone else is having problems, please let me know. I think it's echoing a little bit on yours, Lou. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Now Ella said she can hear fine. So thank you, Nishka. Thank you. So you're all saying
if you're being heard fine, how about you have a chat now, Claire?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so how did I obviously Joe and I are makeup artists and skin experts. We're trained in skin as well, and but our whole philosophy is about well-being as well, internally as well as externally. And I always say to clients about how their skin is, how they feel inside, what their digestive system's doing, how it reacts. So I'm very much about everything is kind of tied together in sort of like a well-being aspect. And I had a few issues. I can get sometimes flare up on skin, very, very dry patches of skin. And also with our jobs, Joe, they can be very stressful. And, I cope with stress generally quite well. But I think on certain times of the year and certain jobs that we do, and we go from one job to another, and it works like that, doesn't it, Joe? Where we're doing long hours, or we're on a shoot, or I do some film sometimes, and they're long hours and they're stressful, and you don't sometimes know what you're walking into. So to keep my stress levels down, Joe recommended obviously the Spirit of Hemp drops. So I'm on I started off on the original.
And it was,
So now I'm the intense lady. So I take the 7% CBD drops, and I do take them every day. I take them once in the morning, and then that's it. That's the one.
I popped some just before the live.
Yeah. And I don't sleep that very well. I just, as I've got older, I think it's, your mind's very active, and you've got things going on. And Joe and I have got obviously work, and hours are long. We've got 2 kids each, and house to run still, a normal life. And I think when you get to, sometimes when we finish a very, very long day and we get into bed, our bodies are tired, but our brains are still active. So I don't sleep that well. So I do find that if I take a drop of that, or 2 drops of that, it will just help me fall into a nice sleep. So that's kind of my sleep therapy. I've got lots of other products that I now use out of Spirit of Hemp, but obviously that's going to be for another live. But if anyone's been following my stories, the one that obviously I obsess with and I can't do without is my CBD tea. So in the winter, I have it hot, and then we've been so blessed with this lovely weather that I've been drinking it with my lemon and ice, and a fantastic recipe that Lou sent me as well. So with the fresh mint, and I've got it here this evening. Trying to get it on the camera. There we go.
Really.
Yeah, it's really nice iced tea on a hot summer's day. It's very yummy. Yeah.
Lovely.
Spirit of Hemp gin.
Spirit of Hemp gin.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
How do you make that?
Don't know.
Oh, right. Oh, you want me to make it?
Right? No, you. Spirit of Hemp gin. It's defeating the object. It's just
about the later.
But you see, the thing is, the tea, because obviously, explaining the CBD, but it's full of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. So it also helps. I take the tea because I have a similar issue to Lou, and in the last 2 years I've developed issues with my stomach. It's a long story, and I won't go too much into it. But obviously, it will help stress and things. So, but yeah, I find that the CBD helps calm my tummy. I think it helps my skin, especially when I'm using like lemons and things like that, because it's antioxidants. So anything like that to skin. So, and I just really, really enjoy it. It's really refreshing. I think it's really, really comforting in the winter as a hot tea, or in the morning. It's very cleansing. So yeah,
the tea actually mostly has CBDA more than CBD. Yeah. The CBDA is the acidic precursor for CBD, and the CBDA has been really largely studied for its anti-inflammatory and its anti-nausea effects. So if ever I've got an upset tummy or anything like that, that's what I head for, is the tea.
Yeah. So Karen, we've got a few. Some people are asking a few questions. Karen's asking, do you put drops in a drink or direct on the tongue?
Directly under the tongue. You just
the tongue, yeah. There you go.
Hold it for about a minute so it can go into your bloodstream. If you swallow it, that's fine, but you lose a lot of it, so you actually have to take a higher dose. So it's better value for you. You can hold it under your tongue for about a minute, and then you'll have the effects in about 15 minutes. Then it can cross into your bloodstream. If you swallow it, you can mix it into. Some people don't like the flavour of it, and children sometimes don't. My son loves it, but it's a love-hate thing. And so if you don't love it, you can put. Some people chase it with a piece of chocolate, or some people might put it in a hot chocolate or put it in a shake. When you're doing that, it'll still have the same effects, but it'll take longer to kick in. It could be hours, and you might need a slightly higher dose to do it that way.
So we've got two Karens kind of interacting with the same kind of comments and questions, actually, which is really, really good. So Karen,
just interrupt, Claire. Sorry. Can I just where Karen McKenna has just said about is it good for eczema and psoriasis, above her, where what you were going to say is the other Karen, she's got really, really bad psoriasis.
Yeah.
Or one or the other. I can't remember. Hang on.
Eczema.
It's eczema, yeah. And really helped her within a few days of using it.
Yeah, she's just put that. So it's quite interacting, but eczema and psoriasis, it's really good for her.
So I would like that. I mean, put the topical straight on for that. Woo!
I also think that the drops
always for everything I say. Doesn't matter what. I always tell people to start with the original oil.
Yeah.
And then the topical can, some people, despite the fact that it's non-psychoactive, a lot of people are still carrying the propaganda from before when they were told, and they really still don't want to go anywhere near taking the drops, but they are comfortable with putting a topical on.
Yeah.
So the topical it works amazingly for eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, acne. I basically use this on my face as a moisturizer every day.
Yeah. I've seen results with the eczema and psoriasis myself as well. So amazing. I don't want to miss out Anushka. She's just asked a question. Can you give dogs? Oh, you've asked?
Yes, I can answer it. I do. Yeah. I have an 8-month-old puppy, Anushka, and he doesn't have anything that is processed. Everything he eats, I bake from scratch. So his kibble, his biscuits are all baked every 2 or 3 weeks, however long I can kind of make them last. It's a bit of a slog. It's a good 5-hour job. chopping bacon, and I do. Yeah, I put the CBD in his drops, and I swear to God, he's starting to turn into a little young man now, and I swear to God, he's staying calm because of the CBD. So I could definitely recommend this brand to dogs and cats and any other animal, really, for that matter.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. So Lou, I was going to say that obviously you've brought the immune range out, and you're all this evening, because we can sit and talk about every single Spirit of Hemp product, couldn't we, this evening? I think we'll still be talking for hours. But if you could introduce the range and why you've brought it out and why you created it, and a little bit about it and the ingredients.
Well, with this pandemic that we've all been locked down in, I was behind. Actually, what made me first think of it was I was behind a lady lining up for groceries, and I heard her talking to another lady about how dry her hands were with all the antibac gel, all the gel and the alcohol that they've been putting on their hands. And as soon as it broke out in our house, what I was doing was mixing. I've got loads of essential oils at home. I mean, I formulate all our products. So I was using basically a recipe that was created in the 15th century during the Black Plague, and robbers used it during the plague to protect themselves. And it's a bunch of antimicrobial essential oils and antiviral essential oils. So it's clove, cinnamon, rosemary, eucalyptus, lemon, and to that recipe that already existed, with the knowledge that we have now, I added tea tree oil, which is really powerful and very antimicrobial, and of course balancing hemp essential oil, and so I was just diffusing this through our house. Ooh, oh, it's mirrored.
Amazing.
Oh, I wish we could have smell a camera.
Anyway,
smell it.
There we go.
It is incredible.
Beautiful. It's uplifting, but balancing and calm at the same time. And we got a diffuser, you know, those essential oil diffusers, and it diffuses in our bedroom over nighttime, all night, and then over daytime. And my thoughts were with people starting to go back to work, and massage therapists, makeup artists that I know, and they're in close proximity of people. And it'd be very nice to have this beautiful smell that was actually doing things.
Yeah.
And so your client would feel protected at the same time, and you would feel protected. And then the balm. So this is in two sizes. This is a small 10 ml, but we also have a 30 ml. And then the balm is in it. This is the small 50 ml.
Yeah, it is.
And then
so nice.
Yeah, and in my hands now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing while you're talking about it. Amazing.
Yeah, to try.
It's amazing. May I interject? So,
sorry, I forgot. So the difference between this and this, the main difference is there is CBD oil in this, and there's quite a bit in it. So the same amount that would be in our topical treatment massage oil that massage therapists use for people in pain. Very good. The same amount is in here. So it's actually really very nourishing, and in the same way that the topical treatment serum can really help your skin problems, this can also do very, very similar things. Okay. And but it's a different smell to the other one. It's you explain it. Sorry.
It's just a bit more buttery, isn't it? A bit more richer because it's coconut in it. So it's
and it's in a base of raw shea butter as well, and all the ingredients are organic.
Yeah.
A bit of organic.
I'm just going to remind everyone you could be in a chance to win one of these this evening. all you need to do is make a comment about why and which out of the two products you'd like to win and how you think you're going to use it, how it would best benefit you. I know we've got some people that are joining us that are therapists and, like you were saying, Lou, that work closely with people, or their mums maybe, and they're constantly having to wash their hands, or maybe teachers that are having to go to school, having to wash their hands and obviously protect themselves. So how do you else, because obviously Lou sent this to us and we've been using it for a week, how else have you been using it?
So I've originally got it so people who had very hard dry hands who are already using Antibac, they can put it on to re-nourish their hands and know that they were also putting on a whole lot of antiviral at the same time, protect at the same time. That's how it started. And then I made a big pot and I left it in the bathroom. So we just get out of the shower and everywhere, and I started using it on my face as well. It's really, I found it really nourishing and lovely, and a lovely smell, and it's a very fresh smell, so it lasts really nicely on me all day. It keeps me smelling fresh. But one word of warning: if you're going on a summer picnic, probably I would not put this on my face because of the lemon. The lemon essential oil can increase the photosensitivity, so you might be more likely to be kissed by the sun. But I've been using it everywhere. It wasn't a very sunny day today. I wasn't planning on going out much, so I just put it everywhere today.
Yeah. So Joe, I've been using it on my hands.
Oh, it's been amazing on my hands.
And dry. Oh, I've got dry arms at the moment as well. I've got a few questions coming up as well. I don't know if you ladies.
Hayley's one.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Hayley, my darling. This is my lovely Hayley. She's my cousin, and she just wanted to know about any of the CBD or the Spirit of Hemp CBD products would help arthritis. Yes. Now, Hayley's mum, who is my cousin, she has arthritis, and I've been trying to get her on Spirit Hemp for about 2 years. So, Hayley, just send her some. Go on, take advantage of the massive discount and get her some. And yes, it will help her, because I have not, it's not gout, but it's like a bunion on my toe. And when it flares up, I will massage either the topical treatment oil or even the intense that I would normally ingest under my tongue. I would massage whatever I can get my hands on. Well, the other day it was actually the balm, because it was nice. And I swear to God, it will help any kind of skeletal or muscular problems topically, as well as, again, ingesting it. It helps you from within as well. So yes, it will help. Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. So I think the discount is on the immune products. What's the discount again?
Right. So the discount is Immune Live 25. Repeat that, Immune Live 25. I just want to go on to there's a lady called Rose, and I know she's a massage therapist, and she said she'd like to try the products appropriate for massage. Obviously, you've got the oils, Lou, but also I was thinking with this line as well, and with Rose going back to work as a massage therapist. I know when you sent us the essential oil, Joe and I have been using it in our diffusers all around the house, which has been like bliss. And you've got an oil burner as well, haven't you, Joe? But also we've been using it in different ways. So I've actually put a couple of drops in my shower like in my soap.
Amazing.
Light it all up to protect my skin and my body. And Joe's,
I put it in my antiviral hand sanitizer. It's not an antibacterial one, it's actually an antiviral. So I put it in that because it didn't have a smell. So I knew that, obviously, where it's chemical based, so I knew it was probably doing something nasty as well as protecting my hands and skin and my rest of my body. But it just didn't quite, it's not as astringent as all the other anti-bacs, because this is an antiviral one. I sent the link to it. But because it didn't have a smell, I just put a few drops of your oil in it, Lou, and it's just insane. So not only do I know that it's got something natural in it now and it's doing good, I just feel, I feel fresher, I feel cleaner, I feel like I'm eradicating the viruses.
So Rose, I suggest, if you are still staying tuned, I suggest you maybe want to try the oil, the new immune oil, and then obviously the other massage oils that you can use for your clients, because that would be a really good sort of double concept, wouldn't it, Louise? protecting your clients, but obviously massaging. You've got lovely essential oil, so it smells really lovely as well to the client, and obviously you're protecting yourself at the same time. We've got a few other questions, Lou. I don't know if you can.
I apologise, Hayley. Sorry, I didn't realise I was diagnosed with arthritis as well, because I know her mum had it when she was young. So sorry. Yes, Hayley, get some Spirit of Hemp for your arthritis.
We've got quite a few. Immune balm, is that suitable for hormonal spots and mum's bad knee?
It probably help mum's bad knee, but I'd also take the oil. I take the original oil.
Yeah.
This is Lisa for listening.
Yeah. That's Lisa. Yeah.
Okay. Sally.
Can I just go back to that one? I mean, all the ingredients that are in the immune balm, I don't think they're going to. I think they would eradicate hormone spots. Did you note that? Because obviously it's, bacteria and viruses cause spots as well as obviously bad diet, hormones and stuff. But I really think that it wouldn't. I've been putting it on dry lips actually since Lou sent it to us. I've been putting it on dry lips and it's been helping. So, I think it's going to be a topical balm for pretty much everything. But obviously it's new, so we're all trying it and stuff. But Lisa and Karen Blanchfield, I think you should just chance it, try it. It can't harm you. It's plants.
And I mean, especially with the tea tree and all the lemon and definitely problems with acne and that sort of stuff. Yeah, definitely.
If anyone can answer, I'm going to answer Emma's question.
The reflexology clients, Vicky.
Yeah.
Yes, Vicky, you can.
Emma, I know Emma. She's one of my clients, and yes, and I know her mum really well as well. And the drops would definitely help your mum to help her sleep at night. So the immune, so the intent. Or whatever she wants to start off.
Definitely the normal original CBD oil and or the tea. Plenty of people use the tea, just having a cup of tea before they go.
Yeah.
Your mum's the example there. Tell Lou about your mum, or tell everybody about your mum and the tea. It sorts out.
It does. Yeah, my mum can't sleep. Mum's been taking your tea, and it really helps her. In fact, the nights that she doesn't have it, the nights she doesn't sleep. So it's definitely working. So Emma, I would definitely look on Spirit of Hemp with the code, definitely the tea and the drops as well.
The code's only working. I'm just trying to think now whether or not I should go in and try and change it. The code is only for the
immune range. But
yeah.
I think that's a massive discount for the immune range. So I think personally, leave it at that, and then once they try the immune range, they'll be back to try all the other.
Yeah, there's lots on there.
Have you? I mean, you 5% off the immune, and you're on the fence about the oil. Definitely, just get the oil as well.
Yeah,
and then we'll be on our mailing list. And if we have another sale period or something like that, at least then you'll know.
Yeah.
When.
So, Sarah King as well. So start with the tea, and just the original drops. I think. I mean, I've just recommended it to everybody around this village, and Claire has with her little community, and it says we're not going to recommend something that doesn't work. I absolutely not.
For Karen Blanchfield,
new products if existing ones didn't work.
Yeah. Karen, we haven't talked to Karen Blanchfield, have we, or not?
Yeah,
we have.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she's made another comment. We're about her hands.
Yeah, and advice about her mum with Parkinson's, the sleep, the oil and all the tea.
There is another lady that has asked a question, Helen, and Helen's asked which products will help with symptoms for the start of perimenopause and menopause symptoms.
Start always, if you've never had CBD, we do have two strengths, the original, and then we have the intense. Always start, if you're a newbie, with the original. And the something really good to know about CBD oil, more is not always better, especially if you have anxiety. So a low dose is often best for anxiety, But for everybody, the name of the game is to start with a low dose, and then we send out a dosage card, and we tell them to start at a really low dose. And it might be too low for a lot of people, but that's absolutely fine because we prefer to under.
Because you've got to accumulate.
Under. And then the name of the game is to you gradually build up your dosage until you feel it's working for you. And then you stay at that dose. There's no reason to go higher. And then if you've been taking it for about 8 months or every day, you might become less sensitive to it. At that point, you don't need to increase your dose. You just stop for about a week and your body resensitizes. And then you go again at your low dose. That's kind of how we tell people to do it. And also it's more cost effective that way as well.
See, I always find as well when like with the various strengths of it, so the original and then the intense, when you get to your sweet spot, that's fine. You're on a plateau and you're even and you're calm but then there are certain spikes, and that's when I might have to just have a little bit on the whatever.
Or if I've eaten quite a few wrong things in succession, and I know that something's going to play up. Yeah, and everybody has this in their lives, so we can adjust. It's not like taking ibuprofen or something, and they say you take this many milligrams every this many hours. It's not. It's completely about listening to your body. Yeah. And the reason it works for so many different people for so many different reasons is because it's interacting with almost every system in your body, and all it's doing is bringing it into balance. So if you're too much like this, it brings it down, and if you're like this, it brings you. It's supporting balance in your body, it's supporting your systems to support balance. And that's why, it was really hard for me to understand at first, but how can someone with arthritis and IBS and eczema and psoriasis, or depression and anxiety, all these seemingly different things.
That's why. So because our body have cannabinoid receptors, they literally gel together and they start functioning again due to the CBD. So it's an all-rounder in so many ways, like hemp rope.
It's a plant extract. I think of it as my vegetables.
Yeah.
It's literally a food. It's a food.
Yeah.
I just want to recap, ladies, because we've got some new ladies just come on and they haven't been here from the start. So, Melanie, you can purchase any of the oils or any of the products we've spoken about on the Spirit of Hemp website, because she said, where can we get the oils from? We are having a competition tonight to launch a special range of Spirit of Hemp called the Immune range. So there's a chance to win either of those products. There's 4 giveaways, either the oil or the balm, either or. So you just need to comment. You do want to have a chance to win. You just need to comment in the comments box which product you'd like to have a chance of winning, and what you think or how you would use those products. In regards to a discount, the discount code, Jo, you going to?
Yeah, Immune Live 25.
So that, Melanie, is it's a discount code till tomorrow, midnight tomorrow, on the discount of the Immune range. But you can still purchase any of the oils, so the actual original CBD or the intense one, on the Spirit of Hemp site. So all the products that you mentioned are all on the Spirit of Hemp site. So that's, Melanie, I hope I've answered your question.
And ladies, you have a lot of experience with people's skin, and I'm seeing Lynn.
Yes.
I've got pigmentation.
Please.
Yeah.
So, you want to read it? I'll read out the question. I've got pigmentation. The question went there. I've got pigmentation on the side of my cheek. Would the Immune balm help lighten or fade it?
Well, going back to my recommendation a couple of weeks ago about hyperpigmentation, I think any of the Spirit Hemp topicals have helped hyperpigmentation, because I have it normally here and they've helped, especially during lockdown with this weather. I mean, hello, it's been amazing. And my skin hasn't come up as bad as it would have done. But specifically whether the Immune balm would, I'm sure it would. I mean, if
you have experience with your clients with our other products, which ones that worked for people?
It was just the topical
serum.
Serum or the topical treatment oil?
The topical
serum.
Serum, green one.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what that is, Joe? The topical serum.
The topical serum is it's hang on, they're here. I'm just looking. Which one is it?
Mine's upstairs. Unless you got Lou.
Oh look, no, you explain because you made it.
I did make it. I just used it. Yeah. So the topical treatment serum has a lot. This out of all our topicals, this has the most CBD in it. So this has more CBD in it than the topical treatment oil and the immune balm. And also 50% of what's in here happens to be tamanu oil.
Yeah.
It's an amazing oil. It's a rich green oil with a very earthy smell, and it's amazing for your skin. It's amazing for scar tissue. But it's been studied for helping with scar tissue and skin, and also actually for neuropathic pain. So people who are in a lot of pain use this, as well as people who for their skin. Like, this is my go-to for my skin. It's very nourishing. I use this almost every day. Occasionally I will change when I want something lighter to the topical treatment oil because I've been using this since it was invented by me. So sometimes I just want a different smell. So I'll go for the topical treatment oil, which smells even more like frankincense. But now also because I wanted another smell again, I've been using this. So I kind of mix them all up. But this one, if you have a skin problem, would probably be the one I'd say to go for because it has the most CBD in it. Mm-hmm. Cool. Hope that answers the question.
Yeah, it does. And just reading Lisa's comment, because my comments did pop up eventually, saying, so my friend came round today because we had schooling at home with my daughters and their best friend, socially distanced, and Lisa came and she tried the immune range, and yes, she says here it smells like Christmas. So Lisa's definitely going to be a client because she's in the aesthetic industry. She can't go back to work till July. She's going to be doing one-on-one. So she's going to be getting it for a diffuser. She's going to be getting the balm for her hands. She's going to be putting it on maybe after she's done something to her clients. So I think it's for the aesthetic and the beauty and the hair and the makeup industry. I think the immune products are going to just fly. So I think you better.
And also for busy people.
Sorry, Claire. Sorry.
Well, just for you think about it, there's going to have to go back and commute on the train, and they're going to be spraying their hands, when they get there, and it'd be nice to use the balm to help nourish and protect. And then when they come home and they shower and everything, they can use the oil in the shower gel with a wash, or they can literally diffuse that in their home and breathe the most amazing essential oil. So I think they both work hand in hand together, definitely, protecting and
the smaller one is literally for your handbag, and then bigger one is for home.
Yeah.
So and with the feedback that I've had so far, even though we're just launching it now, but a few people have tried it. And I think watch this space very soon because I think it'll be following the steps of the topical treatment massage. The oil, I think we'll be making a body oil out of it as well. For people that would prefer to put an oil on their body instead of a balm. Yeah. All the massage therapists to be able to use.
So can you just clarify as well? There's a couple of people saying they'd like to use the immune balm as a pain relief to a knee injury or arthritis.
I would definitely give it a go. There are so many good properties in all the oils that are in there, and there is a fair bit of CBD in there. So I would give it a go. And actually, please email us and let us know how you get on with it. We want your feedback. We want to know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely feedback.
Michelle's asking, can the topical treatment serum be used in place of a moisturizer or in place of a moisturizer? I actually replaced my foundation with it. You're looking at skin with no foundation because it evens out my skin. It evens out my skin tone. So I put a little bit of lip color on, a creamy lip color, and a little bit of the same lip color because I'm lazy on my cheeks, and define my eyebrows a bit, and a bit of mascara, a tiny bit of sort of shadow there. That's it. I was talking to Clare and Joanne. I was a bit embarrassed. I said, I'm doing this live with makeup artists and I don't own any foundation.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. And we're makeup artists anyway, that we don't like cakey makeup. So we're all about skin. We are makeup artists that are about skin and how important skin is.
What I love about how you ladies do makeup is I mean, because I've had my makeup done by Joanne, and when they do it's just so natural, and it's basically enhancing. It's enhancing.
Yeah, that's what we've always said, haven't we, Claire? Especially when you get to a certain age, it is just about enhancing what you've got.
Yeah.
And less is always more.
It also is about education, because actually the clients that we have, private clients, obviously Joe and I are doing all sorts of work in the industry, but with our private clients, is the type of clients we have, and and that's the way we spend time with clients, explaining that you need to be looking after your skin. You can't just put makeup on, and the type of makeup we like doing is the skin needs to look good, it needs to be prepped first and things like that. So and actually I'm definitely I can just, it's just all around me now, that immune smell, just all around me. I'm going to take it up. Do you know what, Lou? When I do go back on film or TV, I'm going to take a diffuser with me and say it's
that was the time, because
guidelines. And actually, do you know what? I actually last year when I worked on a film, it's quite stressful, and I always take sprays with me, and I always have normally like a rose oil and things like that, and because I'm all about calming and making atmospheres and making everyone feel calm around, and the smell and now
sprays. My husband made a spray in the house tonight, said this is your immune.
Even if they won't allow me to have aromatherapy, I'm going to be spraying and making up my own. And this is the thing with this range, is that you think outside the box. How can you use these oils? Yes, you can use them in a diffuser. You can put it in a moisturizer. You can put it in a hand soap. You can put it in a shower gel. You can use the oils. It's it's whatever that size, but it's going to last you a long time.
Also, I've been putting it on my feet, direct onto my feet. There's a brand of oils that obviously they're an aromatherapy blend, and we all know what brand that is, and you can put them directly onto parts of the skin, and there is like an immune type one. But I've been putting it on the soles of my feet when I've got out of my shower, just as extra protection. Not saying my house is full of germs or viruses more than anyone else's, but just as extra protection on my feet before I go to bed. So I reckon, depending on, I definitely think, going back to Vicky,
these oils are also stimulating your immune system. So you don't have to be needing protection. I mean, all this time I think this time has also made people realize they've started to take their supplements. They've started to take their vitamin C. They've started to eat vegetables and maybe have more organic food. So it's also about building up your own defenses, and all these oils are actually helping support your immune system to be ready for anything. So it's not even necessarily just being a barrier. It's actually helping support your own system.
But that loops back to bad education, because there's nobody on the frontline press or media telling us to up your immune system. That's what I've been doing. My family and we've been double, triple dosing our vitamin C and all our multivitamins and minerals, and we're okay. Claire, sadly, she went through having COVID, but had she not have had a decent immune system, she might not have been here.
Yeah, I'm a healthy person. I eat really clean and I take my supplements. It's just, unfortunately, I caught COVID from the close proximity. It's like being a nurse. how I caught it. I caught it from teaching, and I was like that. So it's like someone breathing the whole COVID on you. So unfortunately, that's how I got it. Yeah. So but I think
kind of.
I was telling Claire on the phone that the antiviral spray that I put the drops, the oil in, I sprayed it over my face when I went down the road to the shops.
Yeah,
and it's just so many ways of using it. So many ways. Karen's asked you, Lou. Louise, did you suffer with your skin before inventing your products?
I wouldn't say I suffered. I mean, I occasionally did have skin problems. I had a bit of eczema. I used to get a bit of eczema there and eczema at the back of my neck. I'd say that went with taking the CBD oil. But for this that I use all the time on my face, that's really what evened out my skin tone and made it possible to stop, for me personally, just to feel comfortable to not have to try and even out my skin tone with foundation. I actually felt like I looked kind of better without it than with it.
Yeah.
And it increases the blood flow to your skin. So it has more vibrancy and it looks more alive. You can see, so I put this on just before I go out. Like if I'm, I put it on first thing in the morning, and if I'm going out somewhere, I apply it as if it's makeup, and because it glowy and even everything out. So it just kind of picks me up and plumps up my skin a bit.
Yeah. Sally, that I totally agree. She's just commenting about how lovely the products are, because she's again another massage therapist. What a perfect timing. It's all about self-care is so empowering. And I totally agree, self-care is so empowering. And I think, you know what, there is more, there is so much power in plant-based. And I think it's just like you said, it's miseducation and the power of it. And I think going forward, as massage therapists, makeup artists, or even mums or teachers or nurses, to sort of protect yourself as much as you can and keep healthy. Are there any other questions that we've got? Just need to remind everyone again about the discount, Immune Life 25, and it's just for the immune range, which we've launched this evening with Lou. So we're really, really so happy to have Lou with us this evening from Spirit of Hemp. And
thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy to be in your hands.
I know we can chat.
Yeah. And also to be really good with people who have been using the products for so long. Yeah. And you're specialists you're seeing so many people's faces all the time. And
I have so many clients with eczema and psoriasis that come to me, all the time when I'm doing their skin, private clients. It's just, and they go down that route of, steroids and things like that. And because that's what they don't know anything different. They don't know about starting the thing, and how plant-based is so powerful and it actually does work. So, it's amazing. And obviously, everything, the serum is particularly obviously a beauty favorite of ours, but we can have another.
Sorry.
Does the oil, Elaine, go before or after a moisturizer? So it's
instead of. I don't
I put it on before I go to bed. I put it on before, then I put a night cream on.
Oh, okay. Right.
Depends how dry your skin is, Elaine. If you feel like you need extra, but Lou doesn't.
Not topical treatment, but with the serum, I don't need more than the serum. Yeah. So, how about our compassion people?
Yes. So have we got, I think there were a few. So what we were asking if people wanted to comment about chance to win either the oil or the balm, and they needed to comment which product and how they think they will be wanting to use that product. So there's quite a few answers, I think.
Yeah, quite a few, yeah.
To go through.
Is Olivia contacting you for the prize winners? We had somebody else choosing the prize winners, and while you guys sort that with Olivia,
I'm just reading a message from Olivia. Can you just divulge a little bit more about the actual oil, the immune oil?
The immune, this one. Okay, yes.
Everybody's talking about the balm, and obviously I mentioned about
okay. This is the essential oil. So this is it's an essential. It's a blend of essential oils that includes clove, it includes cinnamon, it includes lemon, rosemary, eucalyptus tea tree, and hemp. And it's an antimicrobial mix it's very strong antimicrobial mix of oils that's uplifting and balancing and purifying and protective. So I use this at home. I put it in our oil diffuser. Some people have a candle oil diffuser. We actually have an atomizer that puts all the little water drops with it into the air. You can get them on Amazon for not very much at all, or anywhere. I mean, you know, if I should be talking about Amazon. You can get them anywhere. Like, yeah. So we don't sell the actual diffusers, but the diffusers are
space. I wouldn't put it past you, Lou,
to come by. And so that's how we mostly use it in our home. Because I have an abundance of the balm, so I don't need to drop it into one of my face creams or my body creams. But if you have an unscented body cream that you want to turn into an immune boosting body cream or face cream, you can drop a few drops into that. So the cream acts as a carrier oil, or you can into your soaps as Jo used for her. You already had an antiviral. You can put it in your existing antibacterial gels and things like that. But I mostly use it for the air.
Yeah,
because we're hearing a lot about all these things that are traveling through the air, and it's to protect us of the things that are traveling through the air, especially as we're going back to work. I intend, we've been working from home the whole way through this, and this Spirit of Hemp's from home, but my amazing people that help me in the office, they've been working from home, but as soon as they come back, this will be I know it's a mirrored thing. But so that's mostly what we use that for. And then the balm is to put on your hands after you've shaken something, put on your hands if you've been shopping and you've got your shopping back and you're just getting into the car. Put on your hands if you've been on public transport. Or I love the smell, so it goes all over my body after a shower, including my face, unless I'm going on a sunny picnic. But if I'm going to be stuck in the office all day, that can go on my face as well. So I hope that answers your question, Michelle.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
We've got our winners.
We have.
Am I going to announce them, or do you want to announce them?
Oh, you can announce. I'll announce the first
two.
And
I'll announce the second two. Okay.
So the two winners that will receive a immune balm each is Anushka Silva. Anushka, are you there? And Vicky Hudson. So congratulations.
Congratulations. You are going to love it. You are going to love it. You really, really are. So I've got the pleasure of announcing the winners of the essential oil. So it's lovely little Hayley Pelly, and Lisa Wood. So you've won the essential oil. So
and we'll also think about a Spirit of Hemp bag as well. But
I was just going to say that you're going to receive your 100% organic tote bag with Spirit Hemp, so you can walk around the shops and show it off, because I kind of got a few of them.
Thank you everyone for turning up, and you can all use the discount code, which is
Immune Live 25.
Yeah.
Or the immune range, obviously. And I just want to say that to our lucky winners that Spirit of Hemp will be contacting you after the live is finished
via
arrange, yes, via Facebook.
Yeah, we need your address.
Obviously. Exactly.
No, just send it to us, Claire. We'll look after it.
Are there any more questions before we might call this a night?
I think, Karen's asked, great, but isn't the serum they use instead of a moisturizer, not the topical oil? Not the topical, but isn't the serum they use instead of a moisturizer, not the topical oil? Oh, so basically,
the serum, you can use the serum or the topical, you can use the topical treatment serum, which has got the green, or just 1 second, hang on. Or you can use the topical treatment oil. So, oh, Lulu.
Yeah, one's one's the green, one's the
Purple, yeah.
one's the oil, and one's the serum.
This one is lighter. It's called an oil, so it's lighter. It smells. It has more of a frankincense smell. It has a whole lot of amazing. It also has lavender and oregano and thyme and a whole lot of other things in it. But that's a lighter oil. So and this is a thicker serum, and this one has the most CBD in it. And this is the one that has the more earthy smell. And but you can use either depending on which your skin's going to go for. We've had it's crazy because even though the serum has more CBD in it, when I launched this and I did a live taster day, a man came in and he had Lyme disease and he had nerve damage in both hands from the Lyme. He said that he didn't have an active Lyme infection anymore, but he had the nerve damage. And so he said, which one should I be using for my nerve damage? And he had already been taking our oil. He said, but I want a topical. And he tried another topical from another company and it wasn't. So I said, okay, let's do an experiment because, I mean, I might say the one that has more CBD, but as I was launching this one today, I said, let's just try it. And this one's cheaper. So, he put his arms out and I put one on one hand and one on the other, and they both worked. So I said, go with the cheaper one.
So sorry, I'm going to ask a question, Lou. If someone had psoriasis on their face, would you choose one of or the other? Still no.
Personally, I find this one more nourishing for me.
The serum.
My skin loves the serum, especially in the
winter. Yeah.
I'd probably go more this in summer, but I'm still using this in summer. I love this one.
Because your skin just loves it.
Yeah. But honestly, I like the smell of this one. I get
used to it. Do you know what? The earthy smell doesn't bother me. I think it's quite. I think it smells natural to me. So you know.
Yes.
And of course, if we're enveloping ourselves with the immune oil.
Yeah.
We're not going to need anything else.
Yeah. No, you don't. Definitely not.
Exactly. So if anyone has any further questions before we say good night.
Can I just answer Anushka? Anushka, I'll private message you and give you my recipe for the dog food, including the CBD by Spirit of Hemp. Oh, and Lisa, Lyme's disease. Lisa Wood, Lyme's disease. So that's good for your dad's skin as well. Yeah, all these elements. Brilliant.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming, Lou.
For so many great questions and comments.
Hang on, recipes for the tea. So, ladies, Karen looking for the recipe.
The tea we sell this one's got a tea bag. So we have tea bags and loose tea. The tea, you just plonk with the bags. You just plonk a bag in your cup, and I will often get 2 or 3 cups out of one bag. So I just keep filling it up with water and just leave it there. And the tea is very simple, or it's just the same way as you do a normal loose tea. But your recipe, Claire, our recipe for the.
Yeah, so I use the loose tea leaves, and so for the iced tea, obviously it's the infused CBD tea, and then obviously you cool it, and then slices of lemon, a couple of slices of orange, and then a lovely handful of fresh mint from your garden if you have any. And then if you like and then if you want, it's optional whether you want to put a little teaspoon of honey in there as well. So it's really lovely, and then served over ice. I'm still drinking it. I haven't drank enough actually this evening, but it is really, really lovely. So that's the iced tea. But also, Lou, you do lots of suggestions and recipes on the Spirit of Hemp, don't you, as well?
Yeah, we do. And on our social media, we're about to bring more and more recipes. You can mix it with hummus. You can do all sorts of things. You can pop it in a chocolate shake. You can, we're actually even about to make some with the play dates about to start. I mean, with school starting up again now, we're about to start our play dates, and sometimes we make those ice lollies with fruit juice or whatever and put it in the freezer. But my son loves iced tea, so we're going to make some iced tea.
Oh, great idea! What a great idea!
Great idea.
I was
a play day because all the kids are just calm and happy.
Oh, I wish I'd had that in my kids when my kids were young. I wish I'd known you then, and you'd already created Spirit of Hemp. I have two sons. Play dates were a bit manic in those days. But what I wanted to say,
zero THC, zero in the tea, absolutely zero THC.
Yeah, it's really, really safe for children. But what I was going to say is that if all the ladies that have been watching, they do want any further information about further products later on down the line, then obviously please come and follow and like Spirit of Hemp's page, Joanne's page, and my page, and come and share the love on our pages for further information later on.
And remember, this live is recorded, so anyone that's missed bits of it, or missed the beginning, missed the end, or had to duck out and about in lockdown,
and it expires. It expires at midnight Thursday night. So then you can't use it anymore. So this was literally just our pre-launch for. With Claire and Jo, and then we're going with on our normal website. So,
but also when they also shop with you, they do if they want to, they can obviously opt into the newsletters and be aware of new products.
We've got sales or new products and things coming up.
Yeah, and also, Lou, before you go, that on the Spirit of Hemp, they can find explanations again about all the products that we've mentioned, just to clarify.
And callers, we're happy to talk to you. We're happy to talk to you.
Yeah, and that's the lovely thing about your company, that you can actually speak to somebody.
And I think for those of you that are still tuned in, I think you can all understand why we fell in love with the brand as well as Louise. It's because she knows everything about what is put in, because she is the alchemist that mixes everything together. And it's a pleasure to know you, that you're so passionate about everything. So
thank you. Well, it's for myself and for my family and everybody. It's just I'm attracted to finding the highest quality ingredients, trusting that nature knows what it's doing, and as long as we get the plants that are the purest and grown in the best possible way and brought to us in the purest possible manner, the plants do the magic. It's not me. I'm just literally mixing it together. But if the plants aren't grown well and pure, they can't do.
Because it's certified organic as well. It makes such a difference.
Such a difference. Yeah. So thanks, Lou, for joining us. And I think it's been a really, really fantastic topic.
It's lovely. It's been amazing. Really, really educational. So it's back to education, guys. Don't feel threatened. Don't feel scared that it's got a bad name. It hasn't. It's been legal for nearly 2 years now in this country. And
more than that, because our coupling's been going longer than that. We didn't start it illegally.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's amazing. It's actually 3 years, not 2.
Yeah. It's okay.
We've been taking it for a few years, but it's just the fact that I think some people think, what a makeup artist, but we are, because that's what we use ourselves. That's how we get through life. That's how we educate clients to be as natural as possible, and using things to help them ingest drops to help their well-being, their skin, and their internal well-being as well as their external. So it does play a part in us. So good night from all of us. Thanks, Louise.
Thank you, guys.
Go use your code.
Yeah.
Don't forget the code. 12 o'clock midnight tomorrow.
Yeah. Immune Live 25.
Well done to the winners.
Congratulations to our winners.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.